जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर कृष्ण कृष्ण अभय चरण रविंद्र भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की ISKCON डिविटी फाउंडर आचार्य सेवियर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड जगत गुरु श्री प्रभुपाद की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर कृष्ण कृपामूर्ति भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर गोस्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की राम आचार्य श्री हरदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की ब्रज भूमि श्री वृंदावन धाम की नवदीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई यमुना माई की सत्य देवी तुलसी महारानी की पतित पावन हरनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की श्रीमद् भागवतम की बृहद मृदंगा ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की श्री पंचतत्व भगवान की श्री राधा गोविंद की कार्य मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम की गौड़ प्रेमानंद all glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga.
जय जय गौर प्रेमानंद।
जय
वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः।
वृंदाय तुलसी देवे प्रियाय केशवस्य च विष्णुभक्ति देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः।
ब्रजधाम वास प्रदायिनी वृंदावनी श्री तुलसी महारानी की
जय।
नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी नमो नमः तुलसी कृष्ण प्रियसी नमो नमः प्रियसी नमो नमः श्री कृष्ण प्रियसी नमो नमः ज्ञानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे कानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति यानि कानि च पापानि ब्रह्महत्यादिकानि च तानि तानि प्रणश्यन्ति प्रदक्षिणा पदे पदे महारानी की कृष्णाय वृंदाय वसुदेवाय प्रियाय केशवस्या विष्णु भक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः वसुदेवाय प्रियाय केशवस्या विष्णु भक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवताय वृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्या विष्णु भक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः वृंदाय तुलसीदेव्याय प्रियाय केशवस्या विष्णु भक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः कृष्ण भक्ति प्रदायिनी वृंदे देवी श्री तुलसी महारानी की जय पीछे से जय श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति सद्मा श्री गुरु चरण पद्मा केवल भक्ति
Hare Bol. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivritakacharya Astutarshya Krishna Ravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Receiver of the whole world, Guru Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivritakacharya Astutarshya Krishna Ravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada ki Jai. Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki Jai. Ramacharya Shri Das Thakur ki Jai. Prem se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Radha Kund Shyama Kund Giriraj Govardhan ki Jai. Braj Bhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham ki Jai. Navadip Mayapur Dham ki Jai. Shottam Kshetra Jagannath Puri Dham ki Jai. Ganga Maya Yamuna Maya ki Bhakti Devi Tulasi Maharani ki Patit Pavan Naam Sankirtan ki Rashmad Bhagavatam ki Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to Assembled devotees. All glories to the Assembled devotees. All glories to the Assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Guru and Srila Prabhupada ki Shri Chaitanya Siksha ki Jai. Cheto Darpana Maharam Bhavamada Nirvahanam Shri Chandrika Vivaram Vidyavadu Jivanam Namna Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Pratipadam Purva Svadanam Sarvasna Saparam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Tattvarpitani Amita Samanena Paraha Ekadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Namapi Durudaiva Drisham Nihajanina Anurada Trinadapi Sunichena Karorapi Sahishuna Amaninam Manadena Kirtaniya Sada Hari Na Dhanam Na Janam Na Sundarim Kavitam Mam Jagdish Kamahe Mam Janmani Janmanishware Bhavatar Bhakti Rahitu Ki Tvahi Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patikanam Mam Vishme Bhavam Kripaya Tava Padakam Sthita Dhuni Sarisham Vichindaya Nayanam Gadashrudharaya Vadanam Gadgadhridhyaya Purgaya Vichitam Mahukada Tavanam Prane Bhavishyati Yugaitam Nimeshena Chakshusha Pravishtayitam Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Hare Hare Ashrishyavad Padakam Vinashruvam Adarshanam Bharvatam Karotuva Yatha Tatha Bhagavatam Pato Madhyaprayanathas Sevanapara Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Ten offenses against the holy name of the Lord. First, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy names of the Lord. Second, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Brahma to be equal to or independent of the names of the Lord Vishnu. Third, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Fourth, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic worship. Fifth, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna in imagination. Sixth, to give some interpretations to the holy names of the Lord. Seventh, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Eighth, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities karma. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. And 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy names and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inundated by chanting. Every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desires such as Krishna faith. Let us offer our humble obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are like desire trees who can fulfill all desires and are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubheshya kripa sindhubheva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai, Jagadguru Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Gurudev ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Bol. Krishna, so we'll chant until 7:30 and then we'll have the Srimad Bhagavatam class.
Jai.
Jai. Jai. Hari Bol.
Om Vishnu Vishnu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Come to Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari. Yashodanandana Jaganaranjana Yashodanandana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Giridharadhari. Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana जय बलदेव भाई जय सुभद्रा
जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव जय सुभद्रा
जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव भाई जय सुभद्रा
जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेव स्वामी जय सुभद्रा
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम राम हरे
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye Nashya Prayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhakti Nashtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So today the verse that we'll be reading is from Canto 3, Chapter 2, Text 23. Can you share in the group, Prabhu?
Yes, Lord.
So once everyone has opened it, we'll recite. So I'll recite first, you repeat, and then you will recite, and everyone will repeat. So 3, 2, 23. Canto 3, Chapter 2, Text 23.
Three to 23. ये वाला
Everyone is open.
3 to 23.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll recite and you repeat after me. Aho Bakiyam
Bhagiyam
Tanakalakutam
Sarkalakutam
Jigham Sayapa
Jigham Sayapa
Jayadapya Sadhvi
Jayadapya Sadhvi
Lebe Gatim Dhatri
Leve Gatindatri
Uchitam Tatonyam
Uchitam Tatonyam
Kamba Dayalum
Kamba Dayalum
Sharanam Brajema
Sharanam Brajema
Aho Bakiyam
Aho Bakiyam
Stanakalakutam
Sarkalakutam
Jigham Sayapa
Jigham Sayapa
Jayadapya Sadhvi
Jayadapya Sadhvi
Lebe Gatim Dhatri
Deve Gatindatri
Uchitam Tatonyam
Uchitam Tatonyam
Kim va Dayalu
Ganga Dayalum
Sharanam Brajema.
Sharanam Brajema.
Now again I'll repeat one line. I'll sing one line and you repeat after me. Aho Bakiyam Stanakalakutam
Aho Bakiyam
स्तनकालकूटम्
जिघं सयापाययदप्यसाध्वी
जीवं सयापाययद्व्यसाध्वी
लेभे गतिं धात्र्युचितं तथोऽन्यम्
लेवे गतिं दातुर्युचितां ततोऽयम्
कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
जिघं सयापाययदप्यसाध्वी
जीवं सयापाययद्व्यसाध्वी
लेभे गतिं धात्र्युचितं तथोऽन्यम्
लेवे गतिं दातुर्युचितां ततोऽयम्
कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
जिघं
जीवं
सयापाययदप्यसाध्वी
लेवे गतिं दातुर्युचितां ततोऽयम् कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
Anyone else from Prabhuji side?
अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
जीघं सयापाययदपि साध्वी
जिघं सयापाययदप्यसाध्वी
लेभे गतिं धात्री उचितं ततोऽन्यम्
लेवे गतिं दातुर्युचितं ततोऽन्यम्
कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
Anyone else? Prabhuji side?
अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
जीगं सयापयादपि साध्वी
जीवं सयापाययदप्यसाध्वी
लेवे गतिं धात्री उचितं ततोऽन्यम्
लेवे गतिं दातुर्युचितं ततोऽयम्
कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
Mataji side.
अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
जिघं सयापाययदप्यसाध्वी
लेवे गतिं दातुर्युचितं ततोऽन्यम् कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
Anyone else?
अहो बकीयं स्तनकालकूटम्
जिघं सयापाययदप्यसाध्वी
लेभे गतिं दातुर्युचितं ततोऽयम् कं वा दयालुं शरणं व्रजेम
Okay. So, Aho, Alas, Baki, the she-demon Putana, Yam, whom, Stana, of her breast, Kal, deadly, Kutam, poison, Jighamsaya, out of envy, Apayayat, nourished, Api, although, Asadvi, unfaithful, Lebhe, achieved, Gatim, destination, Dhatri Uchitam, just suitable for the nurse, Tata, beyond whom, Anyam, other, Kam, who else, Va, certainly, Dayalum, merciful, Sharanam, shelter, Brajema, shelter I take. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of mother to a she-demon Putna. Although she was unfaithful and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. Purport. Here is an example of the extreme mercy of the Lord, even to his enemy. It is said that a nobleman accepts the good qualities of a person of doubtful character, just as one accepts nectar from a stalk of poison. In his babyhood, he was administered deadly poison by Putna, a she-demon, who tried to kill the wonderful baby. And because she was a demon, it was impossible for her to know that the Supreme Lord, even though playing the part of a baby, was no one less than the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. His value as the Supreme Lord did not diminish upon his becoming a baby so to please his devotee Yashoda. The Lord may assume the form of a baby or a shape other than that of a human being, but it doesn't make the slightest difference. He is always the same Supreme. A living creature, however powerful he may become, by dint of severe penance, can never become equal to the Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna accepted the motherhood of Putna because she pretended to be an affectionate mother, allowing Krishna to suck her breast. The Lord accepts the least qualification of the living entity and awards him the highest reward. That is the standard of his character, therefore. Who but the Lord can be ultimate shelter? Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunugadi Pashat Deshitarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So who is here for the first time? Anyone? For the first time? First time in the temple or for morning program? For the morning program. And what about you too? You've been here? You as well? Okay. So this particular verse is very, very important for Srimad Bhagavatam. The story, so first this particular verse has been spoken by Uddhav to Vidur. There are many stories connected to this. First, let's get to the present story. Uddhav is friend of Lord Krishna. He is also a relative and they have grown together from childhood. Uddhav is exact replica of Lord Krishna. Same complexion, same look and same qualities. There is no difference. Lord Krishna sent Uddhav to Brajdham, and at first when people saw Uddhav, they thought it's Krishna who's coming. But then later they realized it cannot be Krishna, because if Krishna were anywhere near Braj, he would have fainted by now. So that's how they could understand this is not Krishna, this is someone else, and they get to know it's Uddhav. So Uddhav was very close. Krishna has spoken Gita to Arjun, and Krishna has also spoken Gita to Uddhav in Srimad Bhagavatam in the 11th canto. So that is the closeness between Krishna and Uddhav. Vidur is the brother of Dhritarashtra and Pandu. Now the story of Vidur is, formerly he was Yamraj. There was a Muni, a sage by the name Manduk Muni. Once he was in rapt meditation, he was doing meditation. He closed his eyes and he was in complete samadhi. There was a thief who was running from the men of the king, from the soldiers of the king, and he hid inside the cottage of that Rishi, Mandukya Muni. He did not know, and later the thief was caught. So the king asked, where was he hiding? Then they got to know he was hiding in the cottage of a Muni. So the king said, it means the Muni is also partner in crime. So punish both the thief and the sage. Now this sage was still in meditation. The soldiers came, they picked him up, and at that time it was a death penalty. And the death penalty was there would be a spear and the body would be thrown and then he would die. So when he was thrown, he was still in samadhi, and when his body was pierced, then his samadhi broke. And as soon as he saw that his body has been pierced, because he is a transcendentalist, he immediately got angry, not on the king, because he said that, "King, you are a fool, I know. But what about Yamraj? Yamraj, who is the god of death, he should have known better that I was not a partner in crime." So immediately he called Yamraj and he said, "What did I do? Why did I get this punishment of death?" So Yamraj flipped his page of karma. And then he said, "Once when you were 8 years old, you had taken one blade of grass and you had pierced an ant. And as a result, you have been pierced today." So Mandukya Muni, he became very angry and he said, "Yamraj, I thought you knew Dharma. You are Dharmaraj. You are supposed to know everything. But don't you know that any child before the age of 11 or 12 and any elder after the age of 80, karma factor does not work for them. I was 8, 9 years old when I did it. So how can you say that the karma factor worked on me? I was below 11. So you made a mistake. And I curse you that you will be born in 3 places. So in 3 different personalities you will have to incur sin. The first would be you will become a king. Because a king has to take 1/8 sin of their subjects. So whatever sins we do, our king, the prime minister, has to incur 1/8 of that sin. So then Dharmaraj or Yamaraj became Yudhishthir Maharaj. So he had to incur that sin. Second, he said, you will have to become the son of a maid servant. That is, you will be born in a low family. So he was born as Vidur. He was born from a maid servant. And third, he said, you will be born as a Chandal. Chandal is people who in that era used to eat dogs. Like there were many people were vegetarian at that time. So the non-vegetarians, they were very, very, very less. And they were not accepted in the society. They would live outside the society. And Chandal specifically, they were dog eaters. It was even worse than the meat eaters. So you would be born as Valmik, a Chandal. So now here he was born as Vidur. But because he is Yamaraj, who knows all the dharma, so he was very, very poised and calm. Vidur knew everything. Vidur Niti is also very famous. So Vidur was very good when it came to politics, when it came to spiritual enlightenment, and everything, was expert. He always counseled Dhritarashtra saying that you are too much attached to the wrong son. This Duryodhan is going to be the end of you. But Dhritarashtra would never listen. When Lord Krishna was, when Duryodhan started speaking bad about Lord Krishna and the Pandavas in the assembly, then Vidur objected. And then Vidur said to Dhritarashtra, still I am telling you, this boy of yours will get you killed one day. And Duryodhan became so angry that he started yelling and embarrassing Vidur in front of everybody, in front of his assembly. And he said in his words, basically he called him a dog, that you are like that dog which I am feeding. You are a maid servant. He was his uncle though, but still he says you are a maid servant, but like a dog I am feeding you, and you have the audacity to use these words against me. Get out of my kingdom and take only your breath with you. Don't take a single thing from my kingdom. Everything belongs to me. Just get out. Vidur felt very insulted. But this is something that a devotee should understand. Whenever a situation like this comes in our life, it means Krishna has a mercy, he has a favor on us. He has done this favor. So Vidur could understand that Krishna wants me to come closer to him. So he immediately left for pilgrimage, for Tirth Yatra. And after the Mahabharata, the war was over, everyone was dead. Lord Krishna left this about went back to Golok Vrindavan Dham. So he gave the final instructions to Uddhav. So Vidur comes to Uddhav now, and then he asks about everything, what happened in the war, where is Yudhishthir Maharaj, who is on the throne now, where is the Pandavas, where is Kauravas, where is Dhritarashtra and everything. And then he started asking about Krishna. And in the remembrance of Krishna, Uddhav started speaking, and this is one of that words. That who can be more merciful than he who actually gave liberation to someone who came to kill. Now we'll try to understand the significance of this verse. Now let's come back to the history of Srimad Bhagavatam. After Lord Krishna left this world, Ved Vyas had started writing Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam was written in the future tense. What's going to happen, let's say 500 years from now, Ved Vyas had already written in the present tense that this is what. So this thing that we read today was written before it actually happened. Now when a novelist publishes something, the next step is, how are you going to advertise it? Because you have written a masterpiece, but you need to get to the audience, then only they'll get to understand your masterpiece. So after writing Srimad Bhagavatam, Ved Vyas, he started thinking and meditating, who is going to advertise my Srimad Bhagavatam? At that time he was blessed by a child, that is Shukdev Goswami. Now the story of Shukdev Goswami is that once Narad Muni, he goes in Kailash and he meets Mother Parvati and he says, is everything alright? So Mother says, it was alright until now, but now that you have come, I don't know anymore. So then he says that, is everything good between you and your husband? She said, of course it's good. Are you sure? And now she started doubting. No, it's good. No, are you sure? Yeah, it's good. Okay, does he tell you all his secrets? Of course, he's my husband, he tells me. No, I don't think so, he tells you. What are you implying? No, he keeps secrets from you. What? So then Narad Muni said that Lord Shiv, he wears a garland of skull. Has he ever told you whose skulls are they? And then she thought, actually I never asked and he never told. Now she became angry. Why didn't he tell me? So Narad Muni said that he is not going to tell you. And she became further angry. You think so? Yes, he is not going to tell you. But if he tells you, you ask him to make you immortal. Now this was very interesting to Mother Parvati. Now in the evening after his 9-to-5 job, Lord Shiva comes. His 9-to-5 job is going and doing Ram Nam and begging for food. Mother Parvati is sometimes she is annoyed. She says, I am Annapurna. I am the goddess of food and my husband goes out begging for food. But anyways, he is Mahadev, Avadut. So he comes and then she doesn't even look at him. And there is no asking of how was your day, do you want water, do you want biscuit, whatever. Immediately he says, did Narad come today? And she says, yeah, that's right, sahi pakade hain. So after that, what did he do this time? Then she said, why do you keep secrets with me? Immediately the question, what secrets? So what is this skull, the garland that you are wearing, skull garland, what is this? Okay, my wife, ask me anything, don't ask me this. No, today you have to tell me or for the rest of your life beg food. I will not make anything for you. Now it was Dharma Sankat for Mahadev. So finally he said, okay, every time you died, you quit your body, I loved you so much that I took your skull and I made a garland out of it. And the garland that I wear is the skull of your past lives. So she became pacified. Oh, so much love. Then she remembered that Narad Muni told me that if he tells you, ask him to make you immortal. Now Lord Shiva became very happy when he heard this. He said, okay, fine, let's go to Amarnath. Amar means immortal. Let's go to Amarnath. They go to Amarnath, both of them went to Amarnath, and then he clapped twice. With the first clap, all the humans, the animals, they left the place. With the second clap, all the birds and everyone remaining, they left the place. It was an instruction, leave. Because the katha, the pastimes that I am going to narrate now is only to be heard by someone who is going to become Amar, immortal. So it is not to be heard by anyone or everyone. Only my wife is going to hear this and I am going to narrate this. And then he goes inside a cave, closes the door, looks everywhere, then he sits like this on a Vyasasana and then closes his eyes, goes in complete samadhi and then starts narrating Srimad Bhagavatam. And Mother Parvati, and how would he know that she is sitting in front of him? Because he has his eyes closed, he's in complete samadhi. So like when we reciprocate, we say So this is how she was reciprocating. So he knew that she is hearing. Now the Bhagavatam progressed. When it came to fifth canto is about the geography of this world, how this world was created, how this universe was created. It gets very technical. What is time? What is atom? What is what? What is radius? What is diameter? Everything. So she lost interest and she slept. Now when she slept, before it all happened, Radha Rani's parrot called as Shuk, he knew that Amar Katha is going to start by the mercy. And he hid inside one window of that cave and he started hearing everything. When he saw that Mother Parvati is asleep now, so who will do and he will stop. So he started, the parrots they can imitate the voice. So he started imitating Mother Parvati. And then Mahadev, he completed Srimad Bhagavatam. He opens his eyes, he sees the wife is sleeping, wakes her up and says, "Hey, when did you sleep?" "Oh, when you were telling about radius and diameter and whatnot. I slept." But that was long time back. That was 5th canto. We completed 12th canto. And then he became really angry. Who was it? Then he again goes to Samadhi and he sees that there was a parrot. Now he starts running behind that parrot to kill that parrot, because how dare you? You are not supposed to hear this. The parrot starts running for its life, flying for its life, and Lord Shiva with his trident Trishul is running. And at that time, Vyasdev, he had prayed for a child who is going to propagate the Srimad Bhagavatam. Shukdev Mahadev had already recited the Srimad Bhagavatam to the parrot. So, and his wife, Vatika, Mother Vatika, she was sitting. So Shukdev Goswami, he entered inside the mouth through and to the womb. And then she becomes pregnant with Shukdev Goswami. Now, it was all, so now Mahadev comes running behind. So Ved Vyas says that after many years I finally have a child now, and Mahadev is going to kill the child. So yes, what's the matter? So then Mahadev, Lord Shiva, he starts narrating what happened. So he says that, okay, logically if you think, now he is immortal because he has heard the Amar Katha. So how can you kill him? You wasted your time all the way. So Mahadev then understands, he goes back. Now it's 12 to 16 years, Shukdev Goswami doesn't come out of the womb. So he's asked, why won't you come out? In meditation, Ved Vyas asks. So Shukdev Goswami says, I don't want to fall trap to Maya. That is why I wouldn't come out. So at that time, there is this whole story how Lord Krishna comes, and then Lord Krishna speaks to the child that my Maya is not going to touch you, you come out from the womb. So he comes out of the womb and immediately he rushes out from there to forest to do meditation. So Ved Vyas is running behind him, but the child wouldn't listen because he says that I only want Brahma and nothing less than Brahma. And then he goes on to become a Brahmavadi. Now do you know what's a Brahmavadi? Yeah. So he starts meditating on the formless feature of God. After some time, Ved Vyas says, it's time for my child to come back. So he trains two of his disciples. He gives them one verse each and says, you go and you narrate these two verses to my child, Shukadev. They both go to the forest and Shukdev Goswami is meditating. So one of them starts singing. Barha Piram Natvar Vapu Karnayo Karnikaram Bibratavasam Kanaka Kapisham Vajayantim Chamalam Revan Venu Randha Madar Sudaya Purayan Gopavinda Vrindaranyam Sapadaramnam Pravishad Gita Kirti. So this is from the 10th canto, 21st chapter, 5th verse, where the beauty of Lord Krishna is glorified. So there are only 3 verses in Srimad Bhagavatam where Lord Krishna's appearance has been described, his beauty. So this is one of that verse. So in this verse it is said, Barha Pidam Natavara Vapu. Barha Pidam means wearing a peacock feather turban, a crown made of peacock feather. Natavara Vapu, the best of the dancers. Karnayo Karnikaram. In his Karan, he wears a Karnika flower, very beautiful flower. Bibratavasam Kanaka Kapisham. Kanaka Kapisham means he is wearing a golden yellowish dhoti. Vajayantim Chamala, and very beautiful mala made from 5 different flowers. And then he says that he's on his flute and he's beautifully playing his flute. And the best part is he's entering like a actor. And all of his friends, they are singing his glories as he's entering with very beautiful fragrance, very beautiful looking with peacock feather, with flute, with the Vajanti mala and with the yellowish garment and everything. So immediately, because Shukdev Goswami was focused on formless feature, now a form comes in front of him and a beautiful form. So now his meditation has shifted from there to a form. Like you see Panchatattva, it's beautiful form, isn't it? So now he's starting to meditate on that form that he just heard. But still he has a doubt. He says that, okay, fine. There are many people in this world who are very beautiful looking, but their behavior is very bad, very worse. When they open their mouth, it's all about ego. It's all about cheating others, taking credit, all these things. So still he is not convinced. That is why Ved Vyas sent 2 verses. The first was the beauty of Krishna, the outer beauty. And the second verse, because now he has doubt, 50% he is convinced that okay, God is beautiful, but I don't know how he is inside. Then he sings this verse. Aho bakiyam stanakale jigam sayapaye dapyasadvi lebe katim datri uchitam tatonyam kamva dayalum sharanam brajema. When he hears this, so this is the pastime of Putana, that there was Aghasur and Bakasur, these were 2 demons, and their sister was Putana, Baki, because he is Bakasur, that is why his sister is Baki. So there was this Bakiyam, Putana, a demon who came to kill Krishna. Why did she want to kill Krishna? In her former life, she was Ratnamala. Ratnamala was somewhere it is written she was the sister of Bali Maharaj. In Garga Samhita it's written she was the daughter of Bali Maharaj. But nevertheless, she was related to Bali Maharaj. So when Bali Maharaj encountered Vaman Dev came as Batuk Brahman, a small child. So as soon as Ratnamala saw Vaman Dev, immediately she had motherly feelings. She said, oh, it's so cute. I wish I had a child like this. So she had motherly feeling for Vaman Dev. She wanted him as his child. But when Vaman Dev started speaking and he took the three steps, the world and everything, now however you may fight with your brother or your father, but if someone outside your family points a finger at your brother or your father, you can't stand it. So she couldn't stand it. She said, I wish I would kill that child. So first she wanted him as his child, and now she said, I would kill that child. So that is why Krishna said, Tathastu, so be it. So in the next life, she became a demoness called Putana. And when Lord Krishna was born, he was just 6 days old at that time. Kans got to know, Narad Muni told him that the death of you has been born and he's going to kill you pretty soon. Do something about it. Then he invoked Putana, and she was very, very dangerous, very dangerous. You cannot compare her to any demon. She was Bal Ghatini, Khechari. Khechari means she could go anywhere, she could fly in the air. And Bal Ghatini means she loved to eat only newborn babies, the fetus of newborn babies. So just imagine how dangerous she was. She wouldn't eat anything else, just the fetus of new baby. So Krishna was born, he's only 6 days old today. Kans invokes Putana and she's so happy, I'm going to get the flesh of a newborn baby. She assumes herself as very beautiful lady, beautiful, like someone from Vaikuntha and even more beautiful. As she's walking, everyone gets confused in Brajadham, in Gokul. They think that she might be Mahalakshmi coming from Vaikuntha. So that is why it's like, it's not a valid example, but you see, to enter pub there is very long line and someone beautiful walks in and they just get the entry, you know. This is exactly what happened with Putana. So she appeared so beautiful that no one even dared to check. They thought she's Mahalakshmi herself coming to bless, because they knew that all the Devi Devtas, the demigods, they actually come to take darshan of Krishna. So what is the, if even she comes, she can go. And immediately she goes inside and everyone was captivated by her beauty. And at that time she enters and Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini, they are also looking, and then she says, can I take this child? And they say, yeah, of course you can take the child. So can I breastfeed? And they were confused, but they said, okay, fine. They thought it's Mother Lakshmi actually. And Krishna did not even look. He did not even look at Putana at that time. And the reason he did not look at Putana is because Krishna doesn't like duplicitous people. When you pretend to be someone you are not, Krishna doesn't look at you. You be what you are. Even if I have 100 faults, I go to Krishna with my 100 faults, accepting that yes, I have these shortcomings. But if I just like Ravan take the disguise as a sadhu and go there, no, Krishna doesn't like that. So Krishna didn't even look at Putana. And then she started breastfeeding Krishna. Krishna knew it's poison. It was potassium cyanide. It was the same wish that came out from Samudra Manthan. What was that? Halal wish. So Krishna said, okay, this is not my play, this is not my pastime, this is Lord Shiva's pastime. So he called Lord Shiva. And then Lord Shiva, he said to Lord Shiva, this is your thing, you take the poison, I will take the milk. So then Lord Shiva, he took all the poison and then he started taking the life. So he started drinking the milk and then he wouldn't stop. She wanted him to stop and he wouldn't stop, and then he just sucked the life out of Putana. But this was a mercy. And the mercy was that after she quits her body, she goes on to become a mother in Vaikuntha Dham. So there are 7 mothers, and Nurse is one of our mothers. Like there is Mother Earth, our own mother, the wife of the king, the wife of the guru, and then Mother Cow and Nurse. These are the 7 mothers. So Lord Krishna, because he saw that she is coming as a mother, Krishna says, I award you to the degree you surrender to me. Like you come, I accept. So she came as a mother and he accepted her as a mother, and he gives her the position of a mother in his dham, Vaikuntha Dham. When Shukdev Goswami heard that this person who is supposed to be the supreme person is not beautiful only on the outside, but he's more beautiful inside, then immediately he asked those two disciples, who is this? They said, it's Krishna, is the supreme person. No, who taught you this? And what is this verse? So then they said, Ved Vyas taught me this. He said, he's my papa, he's my father. Okay, so come back to your father. Go back home, back to Ved Vyas. So then Shukdev Goswami was taken back to Ved Vyas, where he heard Srimad Bhagavatam again. So he had already heard from Lord Shiva. He hears it. He had first heard from Radharani, then hears from Mahadev. Now he hears from Ved Vyas again. And then he starts narrating Srimad Bhagavatam. And when he starts narrating Srimad Bhagavatam, in his audience, Ved Vyas also sits, Lord Shiva also sits, and Narad Muni also sits. Everyone is sitting there. Lord Shiva, I'm not sure, but Narad Muni and Ved Vyas for sure, they are sitting. And when they hear the same thing that they had taught, they are surprised. They say that he has excelled us all. What we had told him, he is telling that 10 times better. Because Shukdev Goswami actually realized it. And then he was speaking from his heart, the glories of Lord Krishna. Because Srimad Bhagavatam is all about Lord Krishna and how magnanimous. So there is Aishwarya as well, but it's Madhurya, the love of Lord Krishna in Brajadham, in Vrindavan Dham. So they were completely wonderstruck with the way Shukdev Goswami was narrating. And then Shukdev Goswami taught this to Sud Goswami, and Sud Goswami is now narrating this. And then again it comes down to Uddhav, who is the best friend and exact replica of Sri Krishna. And he says that how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than he who granted the position of mother to Putana, although she was unfaithful and she prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. So this is Krishna, that even someone who is envious towards him wants to kill him, and still he says, no problem. Even if you come yenikin prakarin, somehow you have come in the contact, you will get delivered. Like everyone in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, they all got delivered, liberation. Everyone Lord Ram killed, they all get deliverance. So this is Lord Krishna. There is no wrongdoing in the dictionary of Krishna or Ram. There is no. God, even if he wants, that's the only thing God cannot do. It is said, there's only one thing he cannot do, that is the ahit. Ahit means wrong towards anyone. He's helpless, he can't do that. It's only good. Mangal Bhavan Amangalahari. He is full of Mangal, and he just takes all our Amangal, that is all our inauspiciousness, and this is Mangalarti, right? So that is why it is said, those who come for Mangalarti, there will be no Amangal in their life. Those who come for this auspicious, the first Arti of the day, nothing bad happens throughout. We will realize all these things. Like in the previous class I told you, that this is like, in the future we are going to understand what we are doing today. Like you take your phone, the bill you are going to pay, or whatever it is, you get to know later about that. So similarly, you're depositing all these things, you're going to get that, the results later, but it is 100% coming to us. So we still have few minutes left. I'm going to stop here. If there's any question, you can ask. Yes, Prabhu.
I have a little bit unrelated question if someone has related to.
Okay. Has anyone a related question? Yes, Mataji.
I have a question from Krishna Kadesh. She's typing also.
Okay. Oh, she's typing.
She's typing.
Okay, yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for the class. Prabhuji, you mentioned Yamraj came as three personalities. The two is Yudhishthir Maharaj and Vidur, and the third one was?
Valmik. It's not the Valmiki from Ramayana, it's a different person, Valmik. So the story is, once things were not going right in the kingdom of the Pandavas. So they approached Lord Krishna and they said things are not going right. So he said it means there is a Brahman or a Vaishnav who is upset with you. So he said the solution is you called all the Vaishnavas, all the Brahmanas of your kingdom, and you do a Vaishnav Bhoj. You give them a feast. And at that time he said, so she said, but how will I get to know if everyone is happy? So he said, I will keep few bells. And if the bell starts ringing, you understand that everyone is happy and now there is no Vaishnava Aparadh. So she said, fine. She invited everyone. And then they come and they eat everything, but the bell did not ring. So she goes to Krishna again. Draupadi goes to Krishna again. She says, the bell did not ring. Krishna said, it means there is still a Brahman or a Vaishnava who is upset and he did not come. She said, no, we called all the Brahmanas, all the Vaishnavas of our kingdom. So then Lord Krishna revealed, he said, no, you left one. There is a Chandal by the name Valmik. Though he is born as a Chandal, but he is a Param Vaishnav. He was not invited. So she said, how would we know he is a Chandal? He said, no, he is not a Chandal. He is born in a Chandal family, but he is a Vaishnav. You call him. So then Valmik was called, and as soon as he started eating, the bell started ringing. And that's how they got to know that their aparadhs are gone now. So that's the story.
Yes, so she asks, so we see Krishna never focuses on bad qualities, but we are unable to ignore them when we meet people. By default, due to human nature, we tend to focus more on them. How can we rectify this?
Can you just again repeat? Focus or forgive?
Yeah, no. So we see Krishna never focuses on bad
Focuses, okay.
on bad qualities,
Yeah.
but we are unable to ignore them when we meet people.
Yeah.
By default, due to human nature, we tend to focus more on negative qualities.
Yeah.
no?
Negative quality.
Yeah.
So how can we rectify this?
Yeah. So this is all about. So the question, I'll repeat the question, is that Krishna never focuses on the bad qualities. However, we focus on the bad qualities. How do we rectify it? Once Bhim was very angry at Yudhishthir Maharaj, and he completely lost it and started yelling at his elder brother. This had never happened before. He was angry. Bhim was an angry man, but he never showed anger towards his brother, but today he lost it. He started yelling. And he said all kind of words that today we are in this pathetic condition because of you. You played the dice game and you lost at it, and you also put our wife into this game and everything. And Yudhishthir Maharaj very calmly he was hearing. He did not react. So after some time, when Bhim was really, really mad, he understood that he has crossed the line. So he became quiet. Yudhishthir Maharaj said, do you want to know the answer? He said, yeah, I want to know the answer. So he said, do one thing. Before I start speaking to you, you come to my side. So there was a bridge between them. Bhim was on the other side and Yudhishthir Maharaj was on the other side. So he said, cross the bridge, you come towards me first. Bhim crosses the bridge and he comes towards Yudhishthir Maharaj. And as soon he comes near Yudhishthir Maharaj, 90% of his anger went away. And he became very peaceful. And he was shocked and surprised. He said, wait a minute, don't answer my previous questions. First answer me this. Why did I become peaceful? I was so mad that side of the bridge. So Yudhishthir Maharaj says, you were angry and mad there because you were on the land of the Chandals. That part of the bridge is where the Chandals they live. And this part of the bridge is where all these sages they reside. They have done their meditation, their tapasya, their sadhana, And this whole place is vibrating with that Harinam. That is why you have become peaceful. So as Mataji asked the question, we are in Kali Yuga. Kalaha Yug. Kalaha means always. You don't even need a second person. You are your own enemy. In the 6th chapter, 6th verse, Krishna says, your mind is your greatest enemy and can be your greatest friend. Because we are in the place which is by default full of Kalah. It's like if you are not going uphill, you will come downhill. Right? So similarly here, by default, everyone is frustrated by default. You go outside the house, you don't even have to go outside the house. You are watching your favorite show with popcorn and 7-Up or whatever you drink. And then you get a call, someone in the family died, the stock market crashed, or this happened, that happened, some issue in your office. Like you think it was a holiday, I was enjoying my favorite sports or my movie or whatever it is, and things like this happen because we are in this world. This is by default. This is because of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is that ways. And we are living in the kingdom of Kali Yuga. That is why we will only see faults. But like Yudhishthira Maharaj asked Bhimsen to come to his side. Now that side is the association of devotees. Once you start living in the association of pure, now again, devotees also, there are aspiring devotees and then there are devotees. Now aspiring devotees also you will find to a lesser degree, but still you will find the same thing, speaking ill or speaking unnecessary things that you're not supposed to speak. So still it's gonna happen. But when you start living in the association of devotees, actually the actual devotees who are progressing towards spiritual life, then you will always be safe from fault finding in others. Always. Prabhupada actually he never did that. He never found fault with anyone. Like today also you see something is going viral about ISKCON, that ISKCON is giving initiation to the Westerners. It's not supposed to be. You should only give initiation to the Brahmanas or the Hindus, and this is not how it should be actually. We respect them, they might be great saints, but still we have to understand that if Prabhupada did not come out to the West world and showed his compassion towards the Westerners, if he would have also thought the same thing, that no, spirituality is for Indians only and everyone must travel to India in search of spirituality, then we would not have been here.
That's true.
Isn't it? So he showed compassion over everyone. He never found fault. And when we live in the association of Prabhupada and is under his umbrella within his family, ISKCON, with the true ISKCON people, then we will actually our fault finding will become lesser and lesser, because it's like when you start falling in love with Krishna. For instance, I'll tell you something. One of my friend, she wanted to marry someone, and the mother did not want. She knew that the mother is going to object to that. So she planned. When the mother was watching her favorite show, at that time she slipped under the conversation that, you know what, I am with so and so, I'm going to get married. And because she was absorbed in the show, she says, okay, go do whatever you have to do. So similarly, when we are completely focused and absorbed with Krishna, then these things won't matter. Devotee or non-devotee. This is also, the devotees are nice, our family. Tilak devotee, walking outside are not our family. No, that is also wrong. Vasu Kumbhakam. This entire world is our family. Everyone in this world is a Vaishnava. Everyone is Krishna conscious. We know, they don't know yet, but they will know soon. But if we just say, get lost, then how will they know? It will be years and years. So yeah, this is the answer. If there is a follow-up question, Mataji, you can again text. Yes, Prabhu.
just one thing that you said now, it's like we say it's Vasudev Kutumbakam, and they're also sort of Vaishnav, but they are not at that stage now. But like, let's say if we try to help them, we will still get karma, right? So how to like avoid that thing? Let's say, for example, like I'm going outside and someone is asking
Begging
for money. Yes.
money, yeah.
I know if I will give them, they will go eat.
Yeah, no, so we should always give them prasadam. And when I say help them, you help them with prasadam. And by not everyone will read the books, but you can chant for them. You can at least ask them to come, to dance, to eat. Right? These two things everyone like. And then you can chant on their behalf. So that we are chanting because someone has chanted on our behalf in some lifetime or this lifetime. We cannot chant on our own, don't think that. So we have to chant for others. Yeah? Okay?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, Krishna didn't look at Putana initially when she took the form of a like beautiful lady. So if you go by Shloka 15.15, everything comes from Krishna. Krishna is claiming everything like intelligence, forgetfulness, everything comes from Krishna. That if I am able to take the form of any other form, means like the way I can understand it is also Krishna's mercy, right? Krishna wanted I should be, then why Krishna?
No. I will clarify that point. Putana wanted. Krishna only sanctions your desire. The desire was Ratnamalas, that I want to kill this child. I want to have a child, but I want to kill that child. So we desire, and Krishna sanctions that desire based on our karma points. If we have enough karma, so it's like a cashier. You go to the bank, you say, I want 1 million. He will say, you only have 18,000. So he will say, okay, fine, give me my 18,000. So Krishna just sanctions, this is your karma point. If you want this, you take it or you leave it. So we desire and he
But if I
sanctions.
have intelligence, if I can take the form of any other form, I have that intelligence. That intelligence, from where I got that intelligence?
No, okay, again. So there is free will. Okay? Whatever we desire, that comes from our free will, and free will Krishna never interferes. Okay? So now see, Krishna has given me all these options. There is light. For breakfast, I could have eaten chole bhature, pav bhaji, bread, muesli, whatever it is. But then we sat and we decided, okay, this is what we are going to eat. So Krishna will sanction. But through our free will, we are free to choose. You can eat this. We are free. Now, out of 10 options, we came down to one option. Okay? So, I used my free will. I came down to one option. Krishna said, yes, in your karma points, you can eat that thing. So, he would sanction. And then we will get it. So, Krishna gave us all the options, the thing that you're saying, from him comes everything. Yes. Everything he gave us. Now he said, you have the free will, now you choose. You want Maya or you want me? Now we will choose, and he is going to help us with that. If we want to choose Maya, he says, go. Dadami buddhi yogam kam. You go. If you want to come to me, I will help you. I will give you the association of my devotees. Is that clear?
One follow-up question. Like, is that I understood? But if Putana didn't take that form, then we could not able to know the Putana story. Like, again, it's like Krishna's wish. Like Krishna wanted Putana to be part of this character. So anyhow, it's happened on the mercy of Krishna, right?
So okay, now again coming to that, everything from the scriptures, Bhagavatam, Ramayana, Mahabharata, it is all a script. Okay, Krishna is the director and the actor and everything. So Krishna wants to teach us, like a movie, it gives us a message. Now there are nonsense movies, but if there are good movies, the purpose of the movie is to give a message to the society. Similarly, Krishna does all these pastimes to give us a message. How we can come back to him. From Mahabharata, we can learn how to live our lives. From Bhagavad Gita, art of living. Bhagavatam, art of dying. Ramayana, art of leading. Whenever you are in such and such situation, how Lord Ram, he just went through all those situations like a king. So these are all script. Like Manthara is not a bad person. Ravan is not a bad person. They are playing a negative role, but they are all from the spiritual world. Krishna has directed that movie. They are negative role, someone is a positive role, someone is hero, someone is heroine. So we should never point a finger on anyone from the Shastra. Yeah? But we have to learn that we should also not do that in our personal lives as well. Yeah? Because we are also Krishnas.
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
follow-up question on this one. As you said, it's like some of the things are free will and some is what Krishna sanctions. So our life is based on the karma we do and some things that is designed for ourselves. How do we decide in a particular situation that actually we should do something or we should let go everything on God that He is doing?
Yeah, so okay, one clarification over there. Everything is based on our desire, okay? Whatever desire we have, Krishna sanctions those desire. Krishna never interferes, he only interferes when we completely surrender unto him. Complete surrender. Okay, then only he interferes. Now coming to your question, how do we get the intelligence, what to do, what not to do, or when to leave things and when to do something, right? So for that, we have to be in contact with Guru, Sadhu and Shastra, these three things. That means we have to constantly read the Shastras, because in Shastras, you will find what should be done, what not to be done, okay? Then we have Guru and Sadhu. The Guru and Sadhu will give you the practical application of those Shastra, right? Like Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita 2.47, Karmanyavati karaste ma phaleshu kadachana, that you have the right to perform your duty. Now, a terrorist will say, yeah, fine. Krishna says, I have to become a terrorist. Why? Because he says, do your work. Work is worship. Thief will also say the same thing. That, yeah, Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, do your thing. No. Krishna says you have the right to do your duty, perform your duty, but do not get attached. Now go further. In the 11th chapter, he says, Mat karma krita mat parmo, you work for me, he's saying. You do work, he said, but for whom? What work? Now he's saying you work for me if you want to come back to me. Right? And if you want to live in this world, then you read Manu Smriti and there you will find. You read the Vedas, there you will be finding what if I do this, I will get this. If I do this, I will go to Swarglok. If I do this, I will go to Patallok, whatever it is. But if you want to come to me, you work for me. So this application Guru has showed us. Prabhupada has showed us. You wake in the morning, you come for Mangalarti, you chant 16 rounds, you follow 4 regulative principles. That means you are working for Krishna, you go back to Krishna. So these three things are important. Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. That is how you know. Because see, we have defects. Today I might be thinking that if I invest in this house or in this whatever it is, market share or whatever it is, as per my calculations, I would say might be very good for me. But an expert knows. He knows the market is going to crash, let's say in 6 months, or the land or this property will depreciate its value probably in 2 years based on the analysis spent they know. So they know better for us, right? So if we rely on ourselves, it's a risk. But if we go to a Guru, Sadhu or Shastra, they know better. They have done the analysis. They can say, no, don't do this at this moment, you do that 2 years later or whatever it is. So we must completely surrender to our Guru. Tadvidi pranipadena pariprashnena sayavya upadesha gite jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. 434 Bhagavad Gita. Yeah? Yeah. Yes.
Probably I have one question. The current day Srimad Bhagavatam that we are reading is exactly that Vedas wrote. Because I am asking this question because we are in Canto 1, it is moreover the introduction of everything. So there is a conversation between Sud Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj and other Shaunakari Rishis and all. So Vedas wrote all these conversations, or like Vedas just wrote from chapter 2?
Okay.
Oh, Canto 2, sorry.
Good question, yeah. Bhagavatam is highlight. It's not the complete picture. It's highlight. When you see there is a football match of 90 minutes, okay? In the highlight of 2 minutes, you will only see the goals and the saves and the red cards and the yellow cards, isn't it? So this Bhagavatam was spoken between Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. It had more than 1 million verses, okay? Because if you do the calculation, Bhagavad Gita was spoken in 45 minutes, 700 verses. Okay, 700 verses in 45 minutes. So do the calculation, 18,000 verses, how many minutes?
A day maybe.
It's probably 20 hours, less than a day.
Okay, you're waiting.
Any mathematician here? Okay, no problem. 700 verses in 45 minutes. So 18,000 verses is less than a day. You can do the calculation later. Now Bhagavatam was spoken for 7 days and 7 nights. 7 days and 7 nights. So definitely it's more than 18,000 verses. Ved Vyas, because he is the literary incarnation of Lord Krishna, he is Narayan himself. So when someone is making the highlights, they know what to show to the audience, to the fans, these goals, and they would repeat. Like if there is a beautiful, let's say banana cake or reverse cake or whatever it is, somersault cake. So they will show it again and again, isn't it? Because it's very attractive to the fans. So similarly, Ved Vyas picked all the things that he thought, Krishna thought, would be good for the fans, that is for the Vaishnavas, for the devotees. And then he compiled the Srimad Bhagavatam and all the Vedas.
So right now the Srimad Bhagavatam that we are reading, it is exactly written
By Ved Vyas.
By Ved Vyas, and he predict all these things like whatever will gonna happen in future.
Yeah.
Like Shankari Rishi is gonna say this thing.
Right.
Second thing, it's like because I recently finished first canto.
Yeah.
So now say from second canto, Parikshit Maharaj is going to narrate the story. Oh sorry, Shukdev Goswami is going to narrate story to Parikshit Maharaj. So actual Srimad Bhagavatam starts from canto 2.
No. It starts from the first verse, Prabhu. Don't get confused. Srimad Bhagavatam starts from Mangalacharan. The first 3 verses are the Mangalacharan verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Bhagavatam starts from the first verse. Many people think because Lord Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita from the second chapter, Bhagavad Gita starts from second chapter. No. It starts from Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre, first verse. Bhagavatam also starts from the first verse. Okay? Yeah.
Sorry, thank you.
No problem. Yes.
Thank you for the lecture, but my today's question is like I want answer in quantifiable, measurable, something I can measure. And I'll ask a question, but it's depending on your answer. If I say, I don't want abstract answer, what is bhakti actually? If I measure that one, what is bhakti?
What is bhakti? When you completely get absorbed in Krishna, it means, or you want an answer, right? Like measurement answer. A sannyasi is supposed to get absorbed or work for Krishna 22 hours a day. Okay, 22 hours a day. A brahmachari is supposed to get absorbed 16 hours a day. And a grihast is supposed to get absorbed in Krishna consciousness 3 to 4 hours a day. Now you do the measurement. Are you Krishna conscious 3 to 4 hours a day? If you are, you follow in the grihast category. And you have to increase that. Okay? That means you have set aside that time only for Krishna. Like Mangalarti. You are here, this is completely for Krishna. You are not talking on phone, you are not going and doing grocery shopping and other things, right? So this time is specifically for Krishna. You are chanting your 16 rounds, that time is specifically for Krishna. You are doing probably evening arti or hearing lectures, that is specifically for Krishna. So the time you allot for Krishna, that will actually get you more and more absorbed in the coming time. More and more absorbed in Krishna, and that will be your bhakti.
So Prabhuji, how to progress in a measure form like that? Yeah, we are doing all these things. Everything that I'm doing this thing, I'm doing this thing, but internally how do we have to progress? What change I have to bring?
So first you have to write down what you are doing currently. First I need to know that, right? What am I doing? What time am I waking up? What is the first thing I am doing once I wake up? Do I check my phone, scroll down, or do I recite some mantra? Remember my guru, remember Lord Krishna, remember Radharani, Jagannath. So first you have to note down all these things. What I do the first thing when I wake up. Then am I doing Mangal Aarti every single day, right? What quality is my chanting? It's 99% of our spiritual progress depends on the level and attentiveness of our chanting. Are we chanting attentive? Once we are done with morning program, what do we do the rest with the rest of our day? So you have to make a conscious effort and write down all these things. Okay? Once you write down, the strongest person is one who knows his weakness. I think Bruce Lee or someone said that fear someone who knows their weakness in a fight, because now they know that they have to work upon it and they will fight with you with that weakness and they will make it stronger. So first we should know our weakness, then only we are going to. But if we don't even know what my weakness is, then how will I progress? Okay, so first know that, Mataji.
Then Prabhuji, like if I'm doing all these things, like there is a category Kanishth, Madhyam and Uttam, Adhikari, right? So this is vanish all my anarthas?
Like what? Your sadhana?
Yeah, if I do my sadhana very nicely, attentively, giving time, so it will finish my or
Yes,
reduce my
100%.
anarthas.
Yeah.
So I'll be upgraded from Kanishth to the Madhyam.
Why categorize? Don't categorize.
But because if I'm not categorized, still anarthas is still there.
Yeah, but why putting a label or categorizing that someone is a Kanishth Bhakt, someone is a Madhyam Adhikari? No.
It's for myself.
No, you don't have to do that. Your superiors will understand that for you. Why do you have to do that? Like there is, yeah, you don't think about that. Your only goal for now is how do I serve? Okay? And while I serve, how do I get rid of all the anarthas? So the more you serve, when I say serve, your sadhana also comes there. Mangal Aarti is also a service. Chanting is also a service. When you do this, then your ego will come down. Okay? Because first we have to see our enemies, right? That's why I'm saying in the next Bhagavad Gita lecture, we are going to read the 35 qualities Krishna wants to have in all of us if we have to go back to Krishna in the 12th chapter. Okay? So you make a list. How many of those qualities you have, where you lack, and how you can progress. That you have to discuss with your seniors. Don't categorize.
Then what will motivate me? Like, is there any motivation in that journey?
Yes.
It's a general question. It's a motivation.
So don't.
What is our motivation in that journey?
Krishna Prem. Isn't that a motivation for you? So why are we here?
So
Why?
I have seen the people.
Yeah.
They are very high position.
Yeah.
They are doing this thing and
Yeah.
they have conversation with each other.
Yeah.
So it's like a motivation. We have to do this thing. Okay, in this year I have to learn this thing.
Yeah.
In this year I have to
Yeah.
learn this
Yeah.
thing. If I do all these things, so rest of the coming life or like that, is there any motivation still?
No, so that okay. So now this is something that you have to discuss, that this year this should be my goal. Okay, I want to learn Mridanga. I want to learn how to cook. I want to learn how to drive for the devotees. So you put your, this is for the neophyte devotees, okay, not for the advanced devotees. For the advanced devotees, this should not even be a question. If this is a question, that means you have to advance. Because one who has taste in Harinam, in chanting, they wouldn't need any motivation. You don't need anything. You just need your chanting beat and Bhagavatam. That's it. And go to jail, go to island, go to any place with nothing, you can survive. Because this is, you have Krishna. You are not understanding that this is Krishna, this is Krishna. This is the problem. Our whole effort should be in establishing relation with Krishna. That's it, Mataji. Nothing else. What motivation a mother has with her child? Is there any motivation?
But Prabhuji, if I see my material eyes, don't say like with my parents, even though parents may nourish their child that in old age they will take care of us. I have seen means like
Yeah, that is Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga, that's
Yeah,
why
that is Kali Yuga mentality. But in reality, there is no give or take relationship between the love of a mother and a child. Okay, let's say
But I
if
can't
some
say mother
no no if someone's child is paralyzed or with autism, let's say, so do you think the mother will give up? No, isn't it? What motivation do they have? The child is not going to support. They have to support the child throughout, isn't it? If the child is bedridden, let's say, throughout their life, they cannot do anything. The mother has to do. So will the mother's love go down?
But
No.
Prabhuji, in this situation, I see many situations. Means mothers don't get that much support from family members in case of autism. Means like father will not be, because like when father they like Aishwarya, they want Aishwarya from their kids.
Yeah.
So many times I observe fathers are not that much supportive in this case.
That is Kali Yuga. That is Kali
Because
Yuga.
mothers have to take so much pain in case of autism child.
Yeah. No, but see, this is in Kali Yuga. I am speaking generally. Once someone has love, established relationship with Krishna, nothing else matters, Mataji. Ananya.
No, that
Nothing
is
else.
different, but
Yeah.
nowadays like even like
No, we are speaking about
their parent
devotees.
concern.
Yeah, we are not concerned with the outer world. This is
Like Mataji explained
devotee.
clearly, nowadays parents also nourishing their kids. Like in our old age, they should be in a good position. They can take care of us.
Yeah.
So this is the mentality behind raising a child nowadays. So even nowadays, I observe in family, if any parents they will having 2 or 3 kids, their partiality also. They are when they are like divisioning their property. So no, this kid is in a good position. I will give less quantity. This kid is in earning is very less. So this kind of thinking means happening inside family. So that leads to family disturbance.
That is Kali Yuga Buddhi, Mataji. Manda samanda mateo, mande bhagyo padrata. Bhagavatam 1:10 has already said this. That this is what's going to happen in Kali Yuga. But we have to get outside Kali Yuga, na? We have to go to Golok Dham. We don't care if we are in Kali Yuga, wherever we are. We just have to go back to Krishna.
But these things affected.
Why should it affect you? It should not affect you, Mataji. Did winter affect Prabhupada? Prabhupada was still in Dhotikul. No, this is what Prabhupada would get very angry when someone would say, but you are pure devotee. Prabhupada would say, why are you not a pure devotee? What is stopping you? So why should it affect us, Mataji? If our goal is clear, we have to go to Krishna Prem. Nothing should affect us. Okay? Our every endeavor, Mataji, when we work, why? Because we are getting salary, and we are in the same company because we will get some incentive, isn't it? That is why we are in the company. Similarly, every time you chant, it should give you some taste. If it is not giving, that means you are not doing seva. Seva is very important. If I just wake up in the morning and chant and there is no seva, so that is for advanced devotees. Just chant 192 rounds, 128 rounds. But for us, the beginners, we have to physically take up some seva and do that seva. If we don't do, then we will not get taste in anything.
So Prabhuji, for my silly question, to love Krishna is also a condition that I want to free from this material world?
No.
This is not a condition?
No.
So it is an unconditional love?
Unconditional love. Even if you are in hell, in the 4th canto, Lord Shiva says that I love the devotees of Lord Krishna the most because they don't care. Even if they are in hell, they are happy. Because they are only concerned with Harinam, that's it. So, 6 Ashtakam you are reading every day. Try to understand the meaning. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishware. What does that mean? He is not saying that get liberation or go out of this material world. He is saying janmani janmanishware. Life after life. It means Mahaprabhu is saying I will be here only, but I will love you. So there is no condition, Mataji. Okay?
What should I take away from this?
The takeaway is you are still in Golok Vrindavan Dham, even at this moment. Yeah? Yes. No, this is a reality. We are still in Golok Vrindavan Dham. Our conditioning is separating us. That's it. Because we have so much of condition, like you said, I have to become Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyam Adhikari, I have to become this, I have to become that. This is the problem. There should be nothing, only two people, me, Krishna. That is my Guru. He is taking place of Krishna, right? Shaktavesh Avatar. That's it. Nothing else. Like, of course, there is devotees who are pushing you, helping you in that association. But yeah, that's it. And nothing, no label, nothing. Devotee, non-devotee, doesn't matter.
Even though initiation, double initiation doesn't matter.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you don't have initiation, you're not understanding. Guru means initiation, right? Then only you have Guru. So unless you have a Guru, you are initiated, how you will go to Krishna? So when I say Krishna, anything that is pulling you towards Krishna, you have to accept everything. Okay? And you only have to focus on those things, Mataji, and nothing else. Leave out everything. Who said what, who did what, doesn't matter. How the world is functioning, it's functioning wrong only. We are not supposed to be born, we are not supposed to die, we are not supposed to grow up, we are not supposed to go and do a donkey work 9 to 5 in a company. This is not normal, this is all abnormal. Because this statement will sound abnormal to the non-devotees. But all these things are abnormal. Why am I taking birth? Why am I dying? Why my hairs are graying, right? Why am I unhappy? Why? These are all abnormalities. But we have made them all very normal. This is checklist. Born, nursery, 10th class, 12th class, college, job, get married, get children, get house, get loan, get stress, die, repeat. Right?
Yes.
This is not normal. This is abnormal. This is a problem. This is a disease. But we don't understand. And we are too much focused on these things. Let go. Let go everything. You, Krishna, go back. That's it.
You saying that thing, and second day you say the females have to marry.
Yeah, of course, of course. If you don't get married, what about the people who did not complete their bhakti in their last life? How will they get born? How will be they
So
born?
I have also great means factor of this thing like that.
Factor of
like
what?
female like that. We have
This is your seva. Krishna has given you this seva, that you have to bring the auspicious souls to this world. Now let's say if you were the mother of Prabhupada or Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, what glories would you have, isn't it? Now you are devotees, you can bring devotee child to this world. Who else can? Right? So why are you taking it as a punishment? That is a glorious thing, but you have to realize, see, this is what Krishna element is missing in our life. We are not thinking from Krishna's perspective, Mataji. Everything that I do it for you. Brian Adams sung that song, but it is for Krishna. Everything you do is for Krishna. Right? Yeah. Yes.
One comment over Raman Mataji, like example for Raman Mataji is like, do we have any desire for liberation or something? थोड़ा कम कर दो उसको. So do we have any desire for to love Krishna? I have one example of Kagbhushandi Maharaj. He was cursed to become a crow. In the same time, he also had a boon for getting like Iksha Mrityu, like he can die whenever he want to die. And he is very close associate of Lord Ram. He saw Lord Ram in millions of life and millions of different universes every time. But when Garun Maharaj asked about this thing, you have Iksha Mrityu and you are in this body, it is not that auspicious crow is not good. Even we see crow in morning, it is said like it is not very auspicious. So why are you in this lifetime? Then he said one thing, because of this body, I am getting darshan of Lord Rama in different universes and in this universe. Whenever Lord Ram come, I stay with him and I enjoy this thing. And for that particular time period, I can spend millions of lifetime like this. So this is unconditional love. If he quit his body at the moment. He will directly, I think he will gonna liberate. He is, but he is not. He does not want that liberation. He just wants Lord Ram to see in front of him every time. So,
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। हरे कृष्ण।
इसके सब गिरिराज प्रभु जी की जय।
महाप्रसादे गोविंदे नाम ब्राह्मणे वैष्णवे सर्वपुण्यावतम राजन